What is up, guys? It's me, the notorious HAZ, and I'm doing something a bit different on this channel. No, it's not going to be any soccer or football or FIFA or anything like that. It's actually going to be a podcast where I'll try to do it almost every week, where we just talk about, stuff that just comes across my mind. It's going to be called Thinking Aloud with yours truly. And, well, I have some things written down here. So the purpose of this podcast isn't necessarily to, watch through, I don't know, like a 15-minute, 20-minute video. It's just to, go about your normal day on the internet. Go on Twitter, do, write your essays, go about your normal day while just listening to my voice. And what I want this to do is kind of spark up discussion. So if you guys have any input, please put that down in the comments and I'll read them all. I don't get many comments anyway, but I'll read any of them. And if you guys have any questions for me, please, you can leave that down in the comments below. You can get my input on it. So what I first wanted to touch upon is the World Cup. Now, although this podcast isn't necessarily centered on soccer or football, it'll still be this. That's pretty much what my channel is based on. So, what I want to do is kind of go through my predictions because I did post a video on my predictions. And looking back, I made a couple massive errors. So, we can go through. First of all, let's talk about Group A. Egypt, my Egypt, I was disgraced, man. That was a disgrace. I did not know that Egypt could play that badly. They played pretty well against Uruguay. They played really defensive. They just gave up a stupid set piece, and Uruguay capitalized. Russia, the game against Russia was we were demolished. We were demolished. We were okay. We were okay defensively because our manager Hector Cooper is known for his defensive managing. It's just we weren't really able to create much up top. Like in the game against Uruguay, it was mostly all defending. We we could not create up top, and we didn't have Salah that game. So again, the game against Russia, we did have Salah, and we kind of relied on him too much to kind of create that going forward. And Russia was just they played really well. I'm surprised that they went as far as they did. I'm sure many people were surprised. No one really would have known or would have guessed that they're in the quarterfinals right now. And then the game against Saudi Arabia, I'd rather not talk about that. Now let's go on to Group B. I'm pretty sure I got Group B almost. Let's see, World Cup groups. I think I got Group B almost exactly how it was. No, I had Morocco came in last. Oof, I had Morocco coming in third. The next group, but that one was in Group C. That was interesting. I had Peru going out, but Peru got third. I really did like the way Peru played. This is their first World Cup in 40 something years, I think, and I really enjoyed the way that they played. I really just like that team. It's a good team. Not good in the sense that they have a lot of skill, but good in the sense that I like the way that they play. Because a lot of the teams for example Sweden, I don't really like the way Sweden plays because they just play so defensively. They just play park the bus the whole entire game. And even though I did win the matches, I just did not like the way. I just didn't like how they played. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun to watch. Now Group D, Croatia. Croatia are playing really well, and I didn't think that they were going to come out of the group stage. I think I had Nigeria come out of the group stage. That's an interesting one. Because Croatia, yeah, I did have Nigeria coming in second. Croatia have been playing really well. They're in the semifinals. They're gonna play England tomorrow, I believe. Um, yeah, they're playing really, really well. Uh, Argentina, that's really unlucky. Honestly, their their team just really wasn't. They weren't performing, even though they have like supposedly the best player in the world. That's like I don't know. It doesn't like it just couldn't work too well together. Like Belgium for the past couple of World Cups, they've had a really good team. They just haven't been able to work together. But this World Cup in particular, they're really good because they have a lot of talent and like they're all their like style of plays like melding together, which I think is why Belgium is doing so well. Now let's go to Group E. Group E wasn't a hard one. I had Brazil and Switzerland, Costa Rica, Serbia. What was that? No, I had yeah. They switched. I had Costa Rica coming in third. Costa Rica's okay, but Group F. Let's talk about Group F. Germany coming out of the group stage, last in their group. Now I thought Germany were going to win the whole thing, and well, surprisingly they came out of the group stage. And Mexico, I predicted Mexico would come in second. Mexico's a good team. Um, Sweden, I just don't really like Sweden, not gonna lie. Now Group G, Belgium. Yeah, I think I got that almost. Yeah, I got that. I got that correct. Sweet. That's one group out of the 8. Now Group H, I had Senegal, Colombia, Senegal and did Senegal get in first? No, cause Senegal got out. I forgot. Oh yeah, off of like fair play points. That was a really really bad way to go out. Honestly, Senegal. I really do like Senegal. They played really really well. It's just like I don't know. It's just like I felt really bad that they got out. Now the rest I like you. The rest I don't know. You could really predict it, right? Like normally in the past World Cups, you could probably predict who would go on, but this one was a strange one. Like it's like Russia beating Spain on penalties, Portugal losing to Uruguay. And don't get me wrong, Uruguay is a pretty strong team, but I just think Portugal is just like overall like a better squad. They have more talent, not just Ronaldo, but they have Rafael Guerrero. They have Roy Patricio, who's pretty good. They have Gelson Martins, who doesn't start surprisingly. They have Guedes, Andre Silva. They have a bunch of Silvas. Bernardo Silva on Man City. Like this is a lot of talent. And Belgium beating Japan 3-2. Now that was a hell of a game. That was a hell of a game. I was watching that. I watched when Spain went 2-0 and I turned off the TV because I'm like, I don't think Belgium is gonna come back from this. And I thought Belgium weren't gonna do so well because like I said previously, a lot of the other World Cups they just haven't performed. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe this World Cup is gonna be like a rerun. Um, the Colombia and England game, now that was a pretty good game. The 90th minute goal by Yerry Mina, who surprisingly is Colombia's top goal scorer. What other highlights? Um, Sweden versus England. I think, honestly, all like memes aside, England's a pretty strong squad, surprisingly. Like, let's take a look at their lineup. Like, Kane, Sterling up top, they're all Premier League players, which is interesting. And I was reading a book called Soccernomics, which I'll leave that down in the description if any of you guys are interested. Um, so, and it's interesting how almost 100% of the players on the England squad, or right now it's 100% of the players, they're all from the Premier League. Like David Beckham back in the day, he played in France, he played in Spain, and like he was the only Englishman who to kind of like leave England, which is surprising because a lot of these English players are not going to get much exposure to other styles of play, which may make them better in the end. So again, let's look at their lineup. I kind of went on a tangent there. So you got Dele Alli. He's okay. I'm not a big fan of Dele Alli, but he's still a baller. Like I can't really say it's I can't really say much. Um, Jesse Lingard. Oh, I'm surprising. Surprisingly he kind of like the past couple of years he's just been there. He hasn't really done much. He's just been like a bench player, reserve player, and now he's just coming. Like he's really shown his quality, which I really like. He's a really good. I feel like he's a really good player. Like he's a good guy on the pitch and off the pitch. Trippier, he's pretty good. I like him. Hendo, I'm a Liverpool fan. Maguire. Uh, when he was at Hull City, I didn't think he was that good. I don't, but I guess he became better when he played for Leicester City. I don't really know how, but he did. It maybe he like I think he's just there because of his height. He's 6'4", so I'm pretty sure he's the tallest defender England have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Maguire's the tallest defender England have. John Stones is 6'2". I think Kyle Walker's like 5 something, 5'10". He's like my height. Interesting. And so it's a pretty decent squad. And what I think is interesting about right now in the World Cup, France versus Belgium today, like that's gonna be an insane match. And Thierry Henry, legend, is the assistant manager for Belgium. And like that's just so interesting how he's like he's been such an integral part to the France national team, and then he's like being their enemy, I guess. And I feel like it's always like it's just inevitable for stuff like that to happen because in a Champions League, Liverpool's Champions League run, when like they got Salah from Liverpool or from Roma, and he started playing for Liverpool, then they played Roma in the Champions League. It's just like that's exactly like what's happening with France and Belgium. Like Thierry Henry is not going to be playing against his former team, the team that he had a lot of experience with, the team that he grew with, the team that made him a legend, like a France legend. And then like the same thing with Salah. Salah really grew at Roma. Like he went to Chelsea, then he went to Fiorentina. He got loaned out to Fiorentina, then he got loaned out to Roma. So like Roma really developed him into the player that he is today. And he had to play against them, which I think is really interesting. And like what I also want to touch upon is France. Okay? Like the star man Mbappe, right? Mbappe was born 1998. He is 19 years old and his salary is $15.5 million euros. Like it's I just think that's really crazy. Like Kylian Mbappe, who is 19 years old, is making $17.5 million and he's million euros and he's already that good. Like that's really insane. That is like that's crazy. Imagine being that good. See, Kylian Mbappe is the second most expensive association football transfer. 128 million from Monaco to PSG. Wow, imagine being 19 and being that good. And then like I was like, just asking you guys, do you think Mbappe should like go back to school and like get a degree or something? Like this is what I've always like thought about because I'm pretty sure Chiellini has like a PhD in I'll check it later. He has like a PhD in economics, I think. And like, I don't know. Do you think like players at that age should go back to school and like get a degree or something? I was thinking about this. Like if I was that good, I wouldn't go to school. Yeah. Like why would I go to school? I'm making 17.5 million. I'm gonna make more than I ever would ever going to school. So like why would I have to go? It's but then I was thinking like what if you kind of like what if you get a massive injury like you tear your ACL, right? No team wants to sign you anymore because you tore your ACL. You're a free agent. No one wants to sign you anymore. What do you have to fall back on? Maybe you have a 17.5 million before, but you need to count taxes. You have to count like buying a house, buying food. Is that enough to live off of? I don't know. I know Christian Pulisic when he went to Germany to start playing for the Dortmund under 18s, I think. He did get his GED just so he can get a high school degree. I want to see if Mbappe ever completed high school. Is this even on? Is this even on Wikipedia? Huh? Um, educate. Oh, it's not even on Wikipedia. Huh? But I kind of think like going to school is it's I don't know like what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's a necessary for these people for someone that at that age to go to school even though he's making so much money? I really it kind of like brings about the question of the value of education. Is education like really important? Like let's say you go to college, do you have to get a master's degree or do you have to go and get a PhD or go to graduate school? Sure, it'll make you more qualified, but is it worth it in the long run? Like, should Mbappe go to school, go to college maybe, just so like he'll have something to fall back on when he retires? I mean, a lot of footballers when they retire, they usually um they'll usually go around like doing speaking. They'll write books. I don't know, like it's interesting. If you guys got this far into the podcast, I think I'll be pretty. I'll be pretty happy. I don't know if it's gonna be a big hit. I'm just doing because I think it's just fun for me because I get to think aloud, think about stuff that are like kind of outside the box. I guess outside the box of what you normally think on what on a July 10th on a Tuesday. I just think it's interesting. So that's I think that might be it for today's podcast. If you guys have any questions at all, like don't hesitate to leave that down in the comments. So give me more stuff to talk about. Uh, I kind of I just wanted to talk more about the value of school, but I kind of need to think about that more because Mbappe is making 17.5 million, but if he tears his ACL or like gets 5 fractures in his leg, God forbid, like does is he gonna have to like, find jobs somewhere else? I don't know. Put your opinions down in the comments below, you know. And as always, all good YouTubers have a great sign off.